Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Yo.
What up, man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, it's a lovely afternoon.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics. All right, we got some new music, man.
Uh-oh.
Big Barty, she back. She back with the freestyle.
Oh, man. Why do you think she called that freestyle?
I don't think she had a chorus on it, right?
No, that's true. I don't know. I never saw a freestyle video like that. You know what I'm saying? Normally when it's like, when you think traditional, I like the different take to it.
Mm-hmm.
But what you think though? Like who's the power ranking in the women's, man? Like far as when it comes to the music, like who's dominating? Do you think dominating right now?
Female artists, I think it's all kind of split up. I mean, I think it goes in rap, Nicki. She has the most sales. She just dropped and she had the biggest project.
Can't disagree.
Every time Cardi drops, she makes a big splash in the industry. So it's like she has this evergreen clout since she came out.
I can't disagree. Do you think we go, and this is just random, I'm just throwing names out there. Do you think we go something like Cardi, Nicki, or Nicki, Cardi, and then is it Megan, Ice Spice, and like how do we do this? How do we rank this?
I don't know. I guess my favorite lyricist out of the new school like that would probably be Lotto. Okay. Lotto got bars. But I mean Cardi, she makes fun songs. It's not something that I'm necessarily like waiting on, but I'll give it a chance.
Okay. Now where do you put Sexy Red and all this?
In the last spot.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah. I ain't afraid to say it.
Oh man.
Them bars is boo-boo.
I'm with you on that.
All right, this was a crazy story. So Rihanna, she's doing she's performing for a wedding for one of the richest guys over in India. And it said that she's getting paid anywhere from $6 million to $9 million for a performance.
Yeah, I saw some of the performance.
For real?
Yeah, I saw some of the performance. I think it was on someone showed it to me on TikTok or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wild. Like I mean, they want to go get the bag overseas. That's what, you know what I'm saying? It's been like that for a long time, but come on. Performance?
Even if it's at the lowest end, $6 million just to perform?
Bro,
she's performing for maybe 40 minutes to an hour.
That's crazy. That's wild.
And then jump on the plane, go back home.
Well, just
Mazel tov.
Yeah. Anybody else need? Yeah, really. I mean, shoot, she could just keep performing for her because Beyonce did that too, right?
Yeah,
a while back.
I mean, Beyonce got I think it was something like $25 million for her.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, just going overseas performing for special events. Mm-hmm. That might be the new thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an artist and you're as big as they are.
Yeah, of course, you got,
Because, I mean, how much do you think they would have paid for ASAP?
I ain't even going to do it. They'd be like, who?
Right?
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, you gotta hit a certain status. But then also, it could be like if that culture likes you. Mm-hmm. If that particular, you know what I'm saying, this part of the country likes you too. Mm. Like you could maybe be Ice Spice, be a new artist or whoever, and go over there and you just have a reputation for doing good shows over there, and then they be like, oh, you know what? Let's get them. We like them. You know what I'm saying? So that's another angle too.
But I mean, I'm proud of Rihanna.
Yeah,
from Pawn the Replay to this is a crazy transformation.
Yeah,
I would have never thought that.
Yeah, she played the game right. Mm-hmm. She played the game right. She handled her business.
You think being under Rockefeller helped her out the most?
Yes.
Like, do you think she could have done this if she maybe went to Universal, or if she was with T.I., or if she was with?
Nah, you wanna know why?
Because she's with Lil Wayne.
She's connected to Jay.
So you think that was the big?
I think he was a big influence in her career. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about this. I think Umbrella was on Rockefeller, right?
Mm-hmm. And The Dream wrote that.
Right. And he's connected with Jay.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, if you got signed to The Rock, you think that J. Cole's gonna be the next billionaire?
No. Like, I ain't mean to answer it that fast. But the reason it separates,
I don't think he cares about money. Like
yeah,
that.
that's one thing. I don't think he care about money. But two, he could have things going on behind the scenes we don't know. But I feel like he doesn't have a diversified portfolio. I only know him for music. I don't know him for selling clothes. I don't know him for fragrances or alcohol or this or that.
True. That's very true. All right, this next artist, this kind of broke my heart a little, man. Sweetie said that the reason why we haven't heard from her is because she got discouraged from doing music. She felt like she was putting out music and nobody cared.
Did you?
No. I didn't mean to answer that fast.
I didn't mean to ask the question that fast. But no, I think all artists go through that at some point, right? I feel like all artists go through that. But it was like tough to hear that because like she was popular. Like people knew it wasn't like
I liked her song with Janae, that Back to the Street song.
Yeah, it wasn't like she wasn't like popular to the point where like everybody knew who she was, but she was popular to the point where enough people knew who she was to where she could take it to the next level
and build. It's just that I think all the sampling too, I didn't like that. Because I don't like when the newer artists use the hits from the past like that. Yeah. Especially if you're not going to really do it justice. I didn't like what she did to the Biggie song. I didn't like what she did to P.D. Pablo song. Like the Topic.
Yeah, I think and that could be a lesson for new artists and all artists. Like you could have a status, you could have a good fan base going, but if you don't manage that right and make the right decisions, that all can just go away. But hopefully she I would love to see her turn it around, come back with a banger this year.
Yeah, my advice, like if Sweetie was my friend, my thing is, hang with winners. Go feature The Weeknd. Go get Kelly Uchez. Go get Janae again. Go get Kalani. Because if you hang around like 4 winners, more than likely the probability of you being the 5th one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I agree with that 1,000%.
All right, so this one was crazy. Diddy. Another accusation. Boy. Lil Rod was talking with the lawyers, or we had some redacted names. It said that Diddy allegedly was with a rapper from Philly that dated Nicki Minaj, an artist that performed at the Super Bowl, and then somehow, I forgot what they said exactly, but it hints at Chris Brown.
Oh, man.
Right, so
it's like a moment of silence. What do you even say about that?
So, once again, there's no like proof of this.
No,
this is just something that they said.
Yeah,
but Meek was going crazy this week on the internet about it.
What'd he say?
Just basically, oh man, this is computer generated. This is this AI stuff. Then he's getting mad at Akademiks for making jokes about it, talking about he's gonna pull up to Axe house and pee on the floor. Or pee on the porch or whatever he said. He said something wild.
I think usually when somebody reacts that way,
it doesn't look right.
It doesn't look too tight. I hope it's not true, but nothing surprises me.
Right, in this industry. But it's just a weird accusation. It's wild.
It is. I mean, and I heard somebody make a comment on a different platform that I thought about, and they said the difference with Lil Rod versus all the other people who came out with information later was that he probably was promised some things, he did some things, and when he didn't see things happening the way, he was just like, yo, I'm telling on everybody. Yeah,
because he just started working with Diddy in like the last 2 years.
Yeah, last
right?
2 years. Yeah.
Off of the Love album.
So he was just like, yo.
Which was crazy because Young Berg had something to say. Hitmaker.
Yeah.
He said he sent in some beats on that album. And he said that Diddy took it, cut his tag out, yelled over the front, and just kept all the proceeds. Yeah.
So why he ain't do nothing about it?
He's just talking about it.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of darts being thrown at this dartboard right here. I mean,
it just keeps happening. It's like you remember on the last podcast we was talking about can Diddy clean all this mess up?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nah,
I take back he can lean into it. He can't.
it just keeps getting worse.
Right.
Now, let's take it a step further. What does this do to the legacy of Bad Boy? Does this do anything?
All right, so they still have, major music. They ran 90s hip hop pretty much. They were the biggest label, second biggest label outside of Def Row. So that legacy will still be there.
It's like in Def Jam.
Mhm.
In Def Jam.
It's like Def Jam, Bad Boy, and
Def Row.
Def Row.
Because Rockefeller was 2000, so well, like really, really hit in 2000.
So it won't do anything to the early music. He didn't really have too many artists in the 2000s like that. That's when it started dying down.
Yeah.
And it's mostly been him through the 2010s and 20s.
Yeah, mostly been him. I mean, you had when did Like Whoa come out? That was in the 90s, right?
That was the early 2000s.
Early 2000. Okay, so we had Like Whoa. You had, but yeah, it was mostly him.
I'm talking about him from like 2010 to now.
It's just been him. Yeah, from then. But before that, yeah. I mean, it's tough because like when you think of these iconic record labels and groups and everybody associated with Bad Boy, it's like you think of the good music, but then like with all of this stuff coming out, it's like, all right, so what was really going on when this song was made?
Right now we got this Rico case. People calling it the Freako case.
Oh man.
So it's like now that's tarnishing the legacy. That's what we'll remember it for. It's a last impression.
Yeah,
and everybody getting hit with the Rico for doing something freaky.
Yeah, and then
being overly freaky.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop.
Right, so that's something that's been heating up. Meek Mill and Ak been going back and forth online. So who you got in that fight, man? You think Big Ak, or you thinking Meek Mill from Philadelphia?
Oh, Meek. I got Meek. You wanna know why? Not because I think he could fight. Not because I think he's tough. Because he got a lot to prove. He got a lot to prove. He been through so much stuff with different people over the years, and people been disrespecting his name so long. It's like the kid that like he a cool kid, but like he ain't like that. But he been getting caught out. Different things been happening over the years, and now this is his moment to like really like let it loose on somebody.
But that's the thing, right? Because Ak is like, hey, you know what? Pull up, let's box. Even if you beat me up, let's box.
He said that?
Yes. He said it like 3 times.
So now this is the scenario. Now
and then Meek was like, I'm not crashing out over you.
Because he know if Ak get one punch off on him, his career is over. He can never come back again.
But I would actually think that Meek would win too, only because Meek's been in way tougher situations than Ak. Meek was in jail.
Yeah, but I think he was in protective custody.
No. Well, I don't know where he was.
Yeah, I don't know where he was for sure.
But I thought he was in general population.
I don't know if he would have made it out of that one. In Philly?
That's what I'm saying.
But either nor here nor there. Neither here nor there.
I don't think Meek is weak in any way. I don't think he's gay. None of that stuff.
I don't think.
I think it's funny as hell.
I think it's funny. I think I don't know. I would like to see that though. They should set up like some celebrity boxing thing.
Ak's trying to. He said we can do it the celebrity route, put $1 million up, or he said just come to the house and we can fight in the backyard, whatever.
I would want to watch. I would go to, if they could put that on at Taco Mac or somewhere, I would go there and watch it for sure. I would love to watch that in a crowded room of people.
Right. But I don't know. We'll see it as it unfolds. What happens between them?
Word.
Cameron and Mace, they allege, or it's suspected, that they bought shares of Rockefeller from Dame Dash. But we don't know because they didn't say.
Yeah.
They just said they got a secret.
They did. I believe they did for sure. The way they were talking, the way they were alluding to it, yeah, they absolutely did something. Now, the magnitude of how much they own, I don't know. But I believe they did something. Now, the question is,
like, how much?
Because if they bought all of it.
Because he had 1/3. Dame had 1/3.
Dame had 1/3. Who else had it? Because Jay sold his. Who did he sell it to?
I think it had to be Dame, Jay.
And Biggs, right?
I don't know who the third party is. Or it's someone they know,
I think it was Biggs.
but they didn't want him selling it to a third party they don't know.
Because I think Biggs, Dame, and Jay started Rockefeller. All three of them put money up, but Jay sold his part. But I don't know who he sold it to. I thought.
Unless he sold it to a label.
I don't know. I know they say he sold it, but the question is, what I was gonna get to is the question is, what is all included in that catalog? Because I thought Jay owned his masters. I'm pretty sure he do. So I don't think, because they were talking about, remember they were alluding to how much Reasonable Doubt is worth. So does Dame own part of Reasonable Doubt?
He could. He was there.
That's crazy. Because they were talking about how if they would hold on to it or sell it, or you know what I'm saying? That's interesting. I wonder how Jay feel about this.
We'll probably never hear from him talking about it
publicly. Nah, he wouldn't speak about it publicly. He'd probably be on the line cussing somebody out, but
would love to hear that phone call though.
Man.
All right. Let's talk about some shootings. Racetrack down in Atlanta, the iconic one here, got shut down because someone got shot outside, and people who used to work there, they're like, yeah, you know, it's a good thing that one's shut down because this happened, or someone tried to rob me there, or people trying to steal gas, steal food.
Yeah, I mean,
brandishing weapons.
I'm just gonna say it. Any gas station downtown is at risk. I went down there one time, and I used to be down there a lot. You know, Huss used to be down on the boulevard a lot, but I went down there in the daytime one time, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not stopping here. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
It's crazy because I have been to that gas station one time, and I remember being in there. I was like, yeah, let me get out of here real quick. Let me slide up out of here.
Yeah, this ain't it. You could feel the energy in the air. Like when as soon as you pull up, you looking around, you see how many people outside, this and that. You like
people without a car.
Yeah, a lot of people without a car at the gas station. Too many.
Right. All right. Another place that got shot up. Six Flags over Georgia by the Mall of Georgia.
Man,
there was a shootout.
We can't have enough
this week. Right.
It's ridiculous.
That surprised me because, like, I remember being there so many times, right?
Yeah.
And nothing like that ever happened. So it's like, what are y'all young dudes doing?
Why? Like, that's the thing. It's like I saw somebody in the comments say something about, like, you know, you can't go nowhere without, you know what I'm saying, something happening these days and all this. And it's facts because it's like, why? Like, that's so unnecessary. Six Flags, everybody, you come in there to have a good time.
I will say this. I've seen a comment that made me kind of laugh where they said, imagine you being on a roller coaster. You see the operator just run away.
I ain't never getting off. Yo, imagine it ain't got a lot of drops too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
so now you get like 7, 8, 10 free rides.
Dang. At that point though, you gotta think like,
you're like, yo, let me off.
Especially going fast and you way up there. Right. Or what if he paused the joint and you stuck at the top?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And you just
watching everything.
Watching people run away, watching people shoot.
Now you gotta wait for the cops to secure Six Flags before you can get down.
You about to be out there for like 3 hours, right?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's kind of like you know, it's messed up. It's how things are going today.
State of the world right now. It's sad. Like you can't do the basic things without having to look over your shoulder.
Yeah, agreed. So 2 women, they went down to the Bahamas and they claimed they got assaulted by workers at the resort. All right, so the story is kind of fishy. So they're saying that they got assaulted. They got off the cruise ship. They had some drinks. They said they had some drinks and didn't feel good. So they passed out and some workers from the hotel assaulted them, right? Okay, that happens. But then when they're supposed to get a kit, they deny it. They go back to the ship in a private car.
Sounding a little fishy.
And also, they put up a GoFundMe so they could get medication for STIs.
And how much was that GoFundMe for?
For $10K.
And so I also heard when we watched their interview, they said that they were denied kits, which was
They
not
said
true.
they had to go to the bathroom.
Use tissue.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in the story. But then there's more. Wasn't there like a screenshot of them?
Oh, yeah. The video. They had a video of them arm in arm with the people that assaulted them.
Yeah, so, and this is not to be insensitive to the subject of assaults, right? Because we want everybody to be equally respected and protected. What I'm alluding to is the story's not adding up. It sounds like they used the situation, had fun, regretted it, and then said this happened to them. Because why, if this really happened to you, why would you deny the kid?
Exactly.
They signed a waiver. They signed paperwork saying that they don't want the kid.
So, yeah, they're definitely lying.
They're lying for sure.
And it's like, how do you protect yourself from that type of stuff, right? Because they say something and everyone goes on alert. They're on the news and they're like, oh my gosh, the Bahamas is dangerous right now.
Yep.
But they're lying.
They're lying. It's like, yeah, that's the question. How do you protect yourself these days from the lies? It's like, okay, them gentlemen who they hooked up with, now their life is like,
yeah, they got fired. Their wives know what they're at work doing now.
yeah. It's like, I mean, it's crazy. It's like, you can't trust nothing outside. But then it's almost like the whole thing with the lady with the brick. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many scandals where people are trying to portray the victim for money.
Once again, it's like, it's wild.
Yeah, be careful, y'all. Be careful out there.
Don't just be trusting random people
You
overseas.
got to pull the old Dave Chappelle skit, the love contract. Sign this right here.
Kobe.
Oh, man.
All right, so this story was wild. So there's a cop. I believe he was only working for like 3 days, right?
3 days.
So on his third day, he already ended somebody's life by shooting them.
That was ridiculous. So some context. This was at a Family Dollar, right?
Yeah, outside Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. It was a car that was been sitting outside, tinted windows, just parked. And they were looking for the driver, but the driver was inside. So they're looking for it. They ask the people who work there, like, this anybody's car? They're like, nah. So they find a guy, and he just take off running. They chase him to this car. He gets in and tries to drive off. And then the new cop fires off. He just starts shooting at the car. Like, his life was not in danger. Like, he was behind the car on this side, and the car is like up here. The car is ahead of him. So there was no way that he could get hit by the car. He was out of harm's way. He just wanted to shoot at the car.
Right.
And he killed him. Third day on the job. That's crazy.
Bro, could you imagine any other job? We're on the third day. You end somebody's life.
Man, I hope they get him out of here ASAP, because imagine 6 months from now. Like, if he kills somebody in 3 days, imagine what damage he gonna do in 6 months. This is crazy.
It's like, just imagine getting called to HR like, hey, we told you just to take that stack of paper to the other room, and Johnny's dead now.
Yeah, like, he just on a killing spree. Like, this is ridiculous.
And like you said, he had no reason. They didn't find no weapons. They said there was like blankets in his car.
Yeah, that's all. It was.
I could see it. They was like, yo, there's an AR-15 on the passenger seat.
Or if he was pointing a weapon at him. Like, he had nothing.
It was scared of them blankets.
Yeah, we once again, we need better training for law enforcement.
But I mean, it's so even like the one with the acorn dropping on the car. You remember the dude was in there like, oh, I can't feel my legs.
Like, what is going on? What the heck is going on with these people? Like, and I'm not meaning to say these people like all police officers. There's certain individuals who are being just idiotic.
And people they look at me crazy when I say I think we need to police ourselves. They look at me like I'm out of it. But I think that's the best way to go. Because the acorn's not going to drop on a car and me shoot at someone 30 times.
Bruh. He shot at the dude because the acorn fell on him. Like, what worse can you get than that?
And nothing happened. He just got fired. Or I think he actually quit.
Yeah, he quit. They let him quit. So now on his resume, he ain't get let go. He quit. So he can go to another place and work
right
as a cop. That's crazy.
All right, well,
What are we doing, people?
guys, kind of get ready to protect yourself in the future.
What are we doing, folks?
All right, let's talk about some sports.
All right.
LeBron James reached 40K career points.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Bron.
The only one.
Only one, man. He already last year reached the most points scored or whatever ever, and now he's taking it to a new level. 40K. That's crazy. Like,
what if he would have made that shot and just walked off the court and quit?
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
40, right in the middle of the game.
Yeah, 40,000. All right, peace, y'all. I like that. He gonna pull a what's his name? Old boy from the Tennessee Titans. We talked about.
Oh yeah. Guys, I want to thank you for your time, man. Have fun.
It's been real, y'all.
I'm a free agent.
It just walk off.
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty cool though, you know. And who else would get that other than LeBron?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He deserve it.
All right. Shaq and T.I. Shaq had T.I. on this podcast this week, and they had a conversation about hip-hop and basketball.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. I think the main point, one of the main points we were talking about was when they were comparing like the NBA to artists these days, rappers. Mm-hmm. And Shaq was making a point about how he felt like, you know, same with older basketball or newer basketball players and newer artists, they don't pay homage or, you know, respect the people who paved the way for them and got them in this position. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where T.I. came in. He was saying like it's almost like if there was a basketball game and they allow anybody to come down and get in the game. Like everybody
y'all
come out the stands.
Y'all from outside.
Yeah, y'all just come in and see what you can do. And that was a good analogy because that's kind of what it feels like.
That is music right now.
Yeah, I mean.
But I also kind of agree with T.I. saying, like, you know, some people, they want to relate to someone on their level. Because once upon a time, like, rappers were too damn good.
Yeah.
Like, back in, I'll say, late 90s to early 2000s. So I'll go from, like, 97. Really not, like, let's put Big and Pac in there. So, like, 96 to, like.
Even 93.
Yeah.
Nas.
Yeah.
Illmatic.
Yeah.
Was it 93 Illmatic came out? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 93 to like early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's when like the artists were really good lyrics. Mm-hmm. The beats weren't so great.
The beats have evolved. The beats have evolved for sure.
But now the beats are like better than the rapper.
That's sad. Yeah, it's one of those things. But to play devil's advocate, it makes you think like, what's our standards though? Like we have no standards at that point. Like how do you make a standard if everybody want to accept anything?
But you gotta think of who made broke ground, right? Because before our big artist was like Nas, like you said, we had Snoop Dogg come through, we had 50 Cent, we had DMX,
Nelly,
right? I think Nelly was a big artist, but he wasn't the same as the rest of the guys. He was a really good hit maker.
Yeah.
Right? But then you fast forward to like 2007.
Blame Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy came through, and that changed the standard. But people were tired of the lyrical miracle rap.
Yeah.
At least like half the people were.
Yeah,
That's why he did so well.
Who do you think, and this might be a tough one, but who you think was a blend of both?
Well, like hitmaker and
like appeal to the younger audience or to the masses, but still had lyrical content that people still want to hear.
I don't know for sure. Because when I think of it, I think of like Gucci Mane as like one of those type of people where he wasn't necessarily the most lyrical of them all.
Not at all.
Yo, don't put Gucci down. Gucci one of the greatest.
No, I rock with Gucci.
But he didn't, he wasn't Nas. He wasn't Jigga. None of that stuff.
I got you. I got one. I thought of one. Jeezy,
but Jeezy had lyrics. He had good verses.
He had some good verses, but it wasn't like he didn't say nothing like me see open my eyes like wow like he's a dope lyricist. He said stuff that made me feel like I related to him.
Yeah,
okay.
He had really realistic songs. Kind of like Jim Jones. Like Jim Jones,
Jim
it's
Jones,
not that he's like a big lyricist, but he says some of the realest stuff ever.
Yeah, yeah. Dang, that'd be a good little lineup right there, or a concert or a song collaboration. Jeezy and Jim Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of hard.
They're kind of the same artists, kind of, sort of.
One from the north, one from the south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shaq gives his daughter her McDonald's All-American jersey.
Yeah, man, that was a dope look. You know, Shaq being who he was in the NBA and an NBA legend, being able to give his daughter her basketball, college All-American. It's basically, if you don't know, it's like an all-star game. Only the best players in the country get invited to this play in this game, and his daughter is one of them. That's huge. That's huge for the family, but that's huge for just the last name. You know what I'm saying? That's dope because a lot of times, besides like Bronny and Bryce, like how many juniors are there that live up to the to the family name?
They usually don't.
They usually don't.
Because I mean, they didn't have to strive that hard.
Yeah, they had it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Someone like Shaq, he had to really grind to get where he's at.
Word.
Arizona versus USC. They went into overtime.
Yeah, double overtime. Juke. They took the dub, but that was a great game. I see the whole entire game, and I watched the end of it and saw the highlights. They're going back and forth. I forget the other girl's name from Arizona who we've been watching for many years. I think she used to date Mikey Williams. I forget her name. But she was doing her thing. But it was a great game. I love seeing the women's basketball because they be really going in, man. Sometimes I'd rather watch the women's basketball more than the men's. And sometimes. But we're in March Madness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to get real out here.
Coming up.
Got to fill out them brackets. It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this spring.
Yes, sir.
All right. You ready for a fun topic?
Let's do it.
I'm actually going to break this down.
All right.
So, who is the best Nepo baby making music?
Wait, what?
Baby of a celebrity.
Oh, I thought you said who's the best nipple baby. I was like, what?
What's it called? Like nepotism?
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I meant.
Okay.
All right, we got Romeo, who is Master P's son. We got Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Coi Leray, Benzino's daughter. And Damani Harris, who's T.I.'s son.
I haven't listened to as much of Damani as I want to. So I would say between Damani and Jaden, because I think I'm not really like, he got some good songs. Like the quality of his music, you can hear it's really thought out.
I'm just an icon living.
Yeah, he got this one. He got a couple genres. Willow is really tough too. I would say Jaden. My opinion, I would say Jaden.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Willow, one of the songs that she just made, I think they said it had 1 billion streams.
Yeah, Willow got some dope music too, man.
Mm-hmm. So out of that list, I go with Damani.
Okay.
I think Damani is like, he gives off like J. Cole vibes.
Yeah, he do.
Somewhat. And it's pretty smooth music.
Word.
What was wrong with Coi Leray? Why didn't you say? You didn't even think of her.
I didn't. I didn't. No disrespect. I didn't.
Shout out to Coi.
Word.
All right. Guys, if you made it this far, we want to thank you. You want to hear more vlogs? Check out my channel, more vlogs and music. Check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.
Peace.